Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zacktivate and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So in today's video, as you can see by the title, we are doing the Netherite Sword Enchantment Guide. So before we get into it, I'd just like to say, please wash your hands. It helps you out and helps others out as well. So please do that after this video. Alright, so let's get right into it. The Netherite sword has, I believe, 8 enchantments right in front of me. There is a 9th one on Java, but we won't be going into that because I am on Bedrock, but we'll talk about that a little later. But first, if you're wondering how to craft the Netherite sword, I will show you right now. Okay, we are in our super secret crafting area, and it's not right behind our enchantment guide, but besides that, first you're going to need a netherite ingot, and we're going to craft that right here. So you're going to need 4 netherite scraps right here, and 4 gold ingots. I will put the crafting recipe up on the screen right now, but as you can see, we can craft 1 netherite ingot, which we'll do right there. Oh, and actually it just showed up, so that is the crafting recipe. No need to put it on screen if you were wondering. Now what you're going to need to do is get yourself a diamond sword, head over to a smithing table right here, one of the job site blocks from 1.14 that now has a use. You're going to throw in your diamond sword, throw in the netherite ingot, and boom, you have a netherite sword now. So now that we know how to craft this netherite sword, let's get right into the enchantments. Alright, here we are. We're going to start off the enchantments with a couple of easy ones, some no-brainers as they like to say. We're going to throw in our netherite sword, and the first enchantment is actually Mending 1. So Mending, if you don't know, basically turns XP into durability, and is, I would say, a must for all your gear and tools. So throw that on, and then following that, something really similar, I guess, in a sense, about durability, Unbreaking 3. You really don't need Unbreaking 3 unless you're messing up with your mending or something, but just a little subtle flex, I guess, to flex on everyone else, to say you could put on Unbreaking 3 and Mending 1 on your netherite sword. Alright, moving on to the sword specific enchantments here. We are actually going to review one that we are not putting on first, and that enchantment right here is Knockback 2. So, just like the name, Knockback 2, if you wanted to put this onto your sword, it would knock back the enemies further than your usual hit. We are not putting this on our enchantment, our netherite sword, because I feel that it really does not help you. I feel like if you are, in a solo world, a survival world, it really doesn't help you. I guess the only thing you would want to use Knockback 2, maybe if you were in a PvP fight with someone else. But then again, like, there's also some downsides to that as well. So we're going to throw that into the chest right here. We will not be using Knockback 2 in this enchantment guide. This is, again, I think I've said this in my other enchantment guides, my personal preference on the best, what I think is the best enchantments for the specific armors or tools or whatever. But we do go over all of the enchantments. So I guess you can pick and choose what you would like to throw on and what you wouldn't. But yeah, I'll be building my preferred sword, I guess you can say. So moving along, we're going to throw our netherite sword right in here for the next enchantment, which is actually Fire Aspect 2. Again, just like the name, it basically burns your enemies to a crisp, lights them on fire. That's the more logical term, I guess you can say. So yeah, lighting your enemies on fire is a great way to help increase the damage done from the fire tech damage, of course. But yeah, no brainer for that one. Don't really see too many downsides with that. Moving along, let's throw this in again, because then now we have Looting 3. So Looting 3 basically helps you get increased mob drops from all of the mobs. I believe it's all of the mobs. So for example, if you wanted wither skeleton skulls, you basically need some sort of looting on it, because if you don't have any looting on it, you're gonna be there for a couple hours at least. Yeah, so looting definitely helps you increase the chances of getting certain drops like wither skeleton skulls. Yeah, so definitely helps you out in a solo survival player world. Yeah, there's no downside really to have looting on it. Can't really see any point. Why would you not throw that on? So for the final enchantment, we have an option of 3 different choices here. So we have Smite 5, Bane of Arthropods 5, and Sharpness 5. So this really comes down to preference, but I think there's one that sticks out above the other two. We're gonna show you what Smite 5 does. It basically increases your damage to undead mobs, like the zombie, for example. Bane of Arthropods 5 basically increases your damage to spiders, and Sharpness 5 increases your damage overall. So this is similar to the thing where we had in the enchantment guides, where we had regular protection or more specific fire protection or blast protection. But in this case, we only have 1 sword to use, not 4 pieces of armor. We could spread that out. So I definitely think Sharpness 5 is the move out of all of these 3 enchantments right here. Just because I feel that the Smite 5 and Bane of Arthropods 5 are too specific. Undead might help you out in a solo world more than Bane of Arthropods will, but because there's more mobs that you can obviously use it against. But yeah, I think Sharpness is better than all both of those. So yeah, we're gonna throw those in here. These are the enchantments that we did not use. But I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and use Smite 5. A lot of people make Smite 5 swords, and I don't know, really see people use Bane of Arthropod swords, but you could definitely make that case to use the Smite 5. Or even if you're in the late game, you'll probably have a Sharpness 5 sword and a Smite 5 sword, if we're being realistic here. But we're not building for that. We're building the best sword possible, in my opinion, of course. So I think that's going to do it. Let's say goodbye to our little armor stand guy he's waving to us with his sword. We'll replace that with the enchanted sword in the next episode, or enchantment guide, I should say. I hope you guys enjoyed this enchantment guide, the Netherite sword. I hope you guys are excited for the 1.16 update. Should be coming out really soon, guys. I am very excited as well. If you were wondering how I'm doing this video before it comes out, I am in the beta, as it says on the top. I forgot to mention, we are on Bedrock, so we do not have Sweeping Edge, so we won't be putting that on our sword. So if you're wondering, any Java players wondering where is Sweeping Edge, we do not have that on Bedrock, so we can't really go too much into detail about that. But yeah, that's that reason. And yeah, as always, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.